Discord. Gurney. Oh, my phone. Monday. There. Right. Right, there we go. Oh, what about you, James? And what about you, Incomplete Nim? Right, welcome to a Kezza stream. Right, we're going to continue with the greatest vision detective. Right, we never finished this last time because I got stuck and didn't know where on earth I was meant to go. So I've looked up what I'm meant to look for. I'm alright, James, how are you? How is everybody? You seen the 10 diamond bonuses? What about you, Asphyxia? You still haven't completed this? No, because when I got to this room, I remember the last time I got to this room, I just realised my hand looks really big. What about you, Ryan? No, so when I got to this room, I looked around everywhere else and couldn't find what I was meant to be looking for. So I've googled it now, so I'll have another look, and if I can't find where things are, I will look at where I'm actually meant to look. So it's been ages since I've played this, so I'll have to check what do victims have in common? Something has happened to them? All the victims of suffocation. Forgot this or something? It's too dark. Is it too dark? Alright. I'm alright. It was nice to have a wee day off, so. I have no idea what I'm meant to do. Okay, obviously I've already done those. Right.
Franklin Clark appears to be a typical British gentleman. A good sportsman, a hunter, a traveller.
What up, IE Classic? Welcome to a Kezza stream. Right, so I have to...
July 1920, Alaska Peninsula.
Right, I have to see. Right, okay, there's not much point in looking at that because that's what I've just looked at. What about here?
February 1922, South Africa.
Echo! Echo! There's an echo! I forgot to put my phone on vibrate. And even I thought it's loud. Right, so guys, this is probably going to be finished before 9, because if anybody who has, I was about to say anyone who has a social life, but anybody who has good taste in TV will know I'm a Celebrity is on. Is there anything on the bookcase? No, I guess not. I'm a Celebrity. It does not suck, how dare you! Right, I found everything in here, it looks like. Ryan, think about it before you answer. I think I've got all the stuff about the hats, didn't I? Yes, I've got all the stuff about hats. So I don't think there's anything else in this room. So I will go back to the hall and have a look. Okay, who's your favourite out of everyone in the jungle this year? Probably Nadine Coyle because she's from here. It's really bad, I agree with Classic. Suffixia, go. Just leave. Right. Because I remember I was looking around this.
That's finished with this subject.
Right, finished. Naughty Kezza going live 30 minutes before me. Yeah, I beat you to it.
I do not need to make a telephone call now.
Because this is the bit where I struggled with. I searched everywhere in this flaming house and couldn't find something to flaming do. Right. Do I have to look at you for anything? No, because I've already got you. Okay, I will admit, whilst not watch it, some of the trials can be extremely amusing. I've got all the stuff there too. And also, what about you, Zarek? I forgot.
I am not going to leave Comside now. I still have some things to do.
Right, and then you're not going to go upstairs because you're wanting to sleep.
Best to leave her to sleep now.
Right, so I will try and go in here. Because there's nothing else in that flaming office I can do. What's in here? I don't know what's in here. This dining room?
Where is the horrible smell of carrion coming from?
I don't remember this. I don't remember coming outside. This is probably where I'm meant to go now. Seriously, you can hear the noise of Classic tinkling.
Something makes me feel uncomfortable.
What about you, Roblox guy? Welcome to a Kezza stream. Oh, dead rat.
Brown pellets.
Oh, it's poison.
Revolting.
Revolting.
Brown pellets.
Oh no. Alright, that's what it is. I thought they were wee leaves.
The gardener does not follow the alignment. There, that's better. It is symmetrical.
Right, what else?
There, that.
Right, I obviously can't go any further unless they've got a problem with rats. Right, I will go down the steps here and see if there's anything this way. Oh, it's a maze! Okay, there's something down in this bottom corner.
This fountain makes a very relaxing sound.
Yeah, it sounds like classic pain, so it does. How's that relaxing?
I would like to congratulate Clark's gardener. What symmetry.
Symmetry. Oh, I can actually go down into the greenhouse bit. So this is probably what I was meant to do the last time. It's the maze. It's the crystal maze. Right, what's
It was
in here?
probably the gardener who lit this fire.
Oh.
Look here. I wonder if someone wanted to get rid of these papers.
Kezza
This
would
subject
get
would
lost in a
probably
maze.
be useful to me.
Maze, but would just leave
Now
her in
try
there.
and get our brain cells to work.
Cheeky! Thanks, classic! Right, let's see. Why did Thor leave personal belongings behind at Cumberside? Carmichael wrote Franklin. I hate these daggers missing. Oh, that was quick. I just saw the knife and then
Ray
the
has left behind comes from Sir Carmichael's collection.
probably be
You must
the
probably
only
give
one
them
that
to
would get out without help.
But she chose
Nice
to leave them
Peatly.
here rather
Her
than run the
man,
risk of being
her
accused
man
of
is
theft.
streaming
It is
jokes up
understandable
Kezza.
when you know just how much Lady Clark mistrusted her.
I'm tall enough
Let
to
us now
look over the
try
top.
and get our brain cells to work.
Tall enough to look over the top. And what about you, Mr. Crash? Is the door the poisoner? There was a rat. No. I want to think that. Yay, there we go.
Thorgray
sure
had no
enough to
reason
go
to kill
with-
someone who only had a few months left to live. The poison she ordered was for rats. The gardener must have made good use of it, considering the stinking remains on the path. Not
What
far from
about
the
you,
property.
big boss?
I've finished here. I must put the skeleton key back and inform Hastings that I'm returning to London.
No, he's mentioning about a maze. I remember during the summer when I was away out, I tried a maze and I couldn't find the centre, but my mate that I was away with, he managed to get to the centre. But then this week he had to show me round how to get to the centre, and he actually made me go through a bush to get there, and I was like, right, I don't think you're meant to do that. Back in the house. I'm just wondering. Oh, what says this? We walk. This is just like the now because I played the now the 10 Little Soldier Boys. Then there were none on the PC, and this is a bit like the what was in it. And we'll be back. Oh dear, I found out they sat poached. Exactly, poached and gotten roast in replace. I will be back in a bit. I'm cooking dinner, and no, you can't have any. And it's chicken pie with chips. Ugh, I don't actually
May you
like
have
chicken
peace,
pie.
Carmichael. Charlotte.
I'm a big fan of chicken pie. I prefer like a beef pie. Let's go for a wee walk off the cliff, Hercule. Oh, he ain't going to. Ironically, I had chicken and chips. I had spaghetti bolognese. Oh, my favourite. Oh. Is there anything else? No. So, steak pie. Oh, yum, wee steak pie's nice. The question is, guy, short crust pastry or puff pastry? That's the question when it comes to pie.
Clark's greenhouse. It must hold some rare plants.
What do you think? Did Jose, I'm just the new manager. What kind of pie is it? It's pie flavour. Puff pastry, yes. Both are equally as tasty. I think it's good. Appointment, big boss. I don't like chicken pie and always. Puff pastry. Yeah, puff pastry. I'll happily take short crust if it's there, but no. Wee puff pastry's the nicest, I think. Now I'm making myself hungry after I've just fed a massive plate of spaghetti through my face. Right, so I need to let Hastings know I'm coming back to London. No, I listened to this on an audiobook in work the other day. Then I started trying to listen to Then There Were None, but it was actually 6 hours long and I thought I just couldn't concentrate on it. Telephone Hastings. Have you beaten this game before? No. This is still me trying to do it the first time because I never knew you could go out to the garden at that point. I've been trying to look through the flaming office in that other room. Zark's the awkward one and prefers flipping short crust.
We must put the skeleton key back and inform Hastings that I'm returning to London.
Where was the skeleton key? Crap. Where was it? Was it in here? I think it was.
I've finished with this subject.
No, I don't think it was. Where was it? No. Crap. Where was the skeleton key in this bowl? I think. The trophy. I have no idea where the trophy is. Right, is it in here? Gotta look at the item. Could you look at the... Oh, in here is it? I think. No, that's the... Asphyxium, what room? Isn't easy. The trophy head in the hall. Right, okay, I'll go that way. What about ye, Gunner? I was about to say, what about ye, Kezza? What about ye, Gunner? How are you? Welcome to a Kezza stream. Right. Oh. This. Okay, maybe not. Grrr. Better, thank you. Hope you're alright, Kezza. Yep, I'm alright, Gunner. Right, Spexy, is it this flaming head? Aim at the nameplate on it. There we go.
Perfect. Nothing
Thank
else
you.
is keeping me here.
Thank you. Spexy, I would hug you if I can. Right, phone call.
Hello, Hastings. I have finished in Churchton. I will take the first train. Tell me, do you know how to restore writing on a burned document?
Yes, you just have to soak a cloth with a hydrochloric acid solution and rub the sheet of paper. Then the characters appear.
Bien. You have been of great assistance, Hastings. Could you please order the solution as soon as possible?
Of course, but what documents do you want to read?
You will see, my friend. À ce soir.
Right, let's see what's going to happen next. This award is part of your collection, Marshall Mustache. Okay.
Donald Fraser is here. He insisted on waiting to see you.
I love Poirot. Oh, Hungarian moustache. Moustache. Can you tell about my moustache? It's really coming along, I think. Right. Have a wee look at yourself, Hercule. Nothing in there. Donald Fraser. I want to double check the rest of the... Ooh, there's a bottle of wine that I have to... And then... pen. I want to have a look around the room first. I know I've already done it.
I lock my revolver in this drawer. I've not used it in a very long time.
Hands down the most iconic moustache in the world. I could cosplay Poirot. I'm about the right height. Would need a smart suit and still some pillows up the top. No, I think Lou watched Murder on the Orient Express. I'm still to see it. Good question. Where is that Lou tonight? There's nothing right here I need to see. Come on. Just in case I need any points or anything. No. There's nothing over here. She's in a training course.
Ah, some cool hair.
I'm going to have to yell at her.
Royal Mathematical and Statistical Society's Bulletin, September the 9th, 1935. The alphabet murder, a methodical madman. It's highly probable that the alphabet murderer will kill again. Could we possibly estimate the number of victims in his next crime? Yes, and it is easy. As soon as we know the ratio of towns, cities and villages whose names begin with a D, and the ratio of English people whose names are spelled the same. On the one hand, the ratio of towns, cities and villages in England with a name starting with D, and on the other hand, the ratio of English people with a name also starting with D. After this initial calculation, it is easy to deduce the likelihood of actually being murdered if you belong to the target population. Go to the last page to find our results and details on the calculations.
Brian, I could quickly tell you what this is about, if you want, or if you're wanting to watch the other ones. Go ahead. Spectator, what is your favourite Agatha Christie story? I was supposed to say Agatha Christie? Agatha Christie.
Daily Blague, August 31, 1935. Moustache at half-mast. Poirot's repeated failure in ABC case. Sometimes small things trouble great men. Hastings, faithful collaborator of the Belgian detective, knows something about it. 3 mornings in a row, confided to us, the cook broke the egg yolks when preparing Poirot's breakfast. This apparently casual event has greatly disturbed my friend, to the point it breaks his concentration and slows his judgment. I also noticed his moustache, of which he is so proud, being duller than usual.
Poirot, I assure you I haven't said any such thing to the journalists. They twist everything.
Basically, Ryan, there's been a list of murders going from the alphabet. The victims' names have started with A, B, C. So it's trying to either work out who the next one's going to be and also who is the murderer. I've just realised how bad my hair is tonight, guys, but I really don't care. Anything else I need to see beforehand? I would have to say Evil Under the Sun with Peter. Oh, who's Peter? Is he this one? I was watching it the other night. Peter, he was my first experience of an Agatha Christie. Yeah, my favourite's probably, it's Death on the Nile. I prefer that one. But yeah, like, there's also Death on the Nile in that one too. Oh, I never realised the ABC murders on this one too. Ooh. With David Suchet.
This bottle is for our visitors. Personally, I prefer the sherry.
He's an alcoholic. No, I can't even have a bicky.
Mon ami, it is a pleasure to be working with you again. I have missed you these past few years.
Or don't talk to me.
Poirot, since my return, I see that you have fewer grey hairs than when I last saw you. How is that possible?
Mon ami, I am sure that you will find the explanation all on your own.
Right. Yalki. Come here. Oh, I have to look at him first.
This man is tired.
Crumpled clothes. Unshaven, dark eyes.
Donald is short of sleep, and it looks as if he didn't even bother to undress before going to bed.
David Suchet is a superior of the Poirot actors and has even played Jap once as well. Alright. The last ever episode, I cried at it. I really did.
Mr. Poirot, I don't know why I'm here.
You wanted to talk, and you came to find the only man capable of hearing you.
Mr. Poirot, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do. And I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row.
Have a drink, and tell me about this dream.
It's always the same. I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her round the throat, and I squeeze, and squeeze until she's dead. Her head falls back, and I see that it's no longer Betty. It's Megan's face.
Have you seen Megan Barnard
I'm
recently?
not 100% sure.
Yes, our grief has brought us together. I never really knew her before. She's really quite a remarkable girl. But
I don't think
would
it
never
is.
tell her about my dream.
Why not? Is it her you are attacking in your dream?
No, it's Betty. And once Betty is dead, it's Megan's face that appears in its place.
Very interesting. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Voices. Right. Okay, seen the BBC version. Was it not? That's what I was in the middle of looking to see. There you go. How should Donald's dream be interpreted? 2 murders were carried out by the same murderer. Donald is very much in love with Betty. Yes. Donald was a violent man. I'm trying to think. don't think that was him. Don't. He's tired. Yeah, he's tired. I hate when there's so many. Oh. Right. How should Donald's dream be interpreted? Donald's very much in love with Betty. Hang on. Yeah, it's alright, hang on. Wait, 1 second, guys, hang on. I'm back. Right. He likes Megan. Right, he's tired, that's definitely one. So that one. That one? That one? Well, the tired one has to be one of them. 2 murders were... Material proof. He was very much in love with Betty, but... Hang on. No. So I've got 2 material proofs. So it was by 2, same murder. And Donald is very much in love with Betty. I'm just gonna go through all of these. Right, okay, so... Oh, this is becoming a nightmare! So I wanted him to be tired to be one of them, because your mental health can go woo if you're sleep deprived. So I'm definitely keeping that one. Is it because he's a violent man? There's Unkiller. Huh? There's... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had that one because it was material proof. Right, forget this. I'm just going to go through all of these. I think I've just done that. Okay, then obviously he's tired isn't one of them then. This is why I'm never going to be a Sherlock. think I've probably tried nearly every possible combination here. Likes Megan, so right. He feels guilty. Especially the other two that... Oh, I'm not yelling at you. Sorry. If you think that was just yelling. So he feels guilty, which I have. And then there's only the one murder. Have I completely lost it or something? None of them seem to be going in. I'm gonna have to Google this because this is just... Here we go, let's have a look. Nope, it's not that one. Yes, there we go. My dinner's ready, I need to go. Really? I need help. Okie dokie, fix it, enjoy your dinner. So, very much in love with Betty. Oh. Did not kill Megan in his dreams, and he likes Megan right there. Donald is starting to have feelings for Megan, and he's feeling guilty about
Mr. Fraser, I
Betty.
think that the real meaning of this dream is that you are in love with Megan Barnard.
Please go on. Do.
This dream certainly betrays your guilt.
Oh.
But what do you feel guilty about? Having killed your fiancé? Possible. Or forgetting her very quickly for her sister? Certainly. And this forgetting is perceived as a second death.
So you don't really think I was the one who killed Betty?
I do not exclude this theory. I am simply saying that I do not need to know that fact to explain your dream and your guilt.
Thank you for being frank, Mr. Poirot. You've helped me a great deal. I'm going back to Bexhill. I'll not take any more of your time up.
It is late, Mr. Fraser, and you are tired.
I'll sleep on the train. I like trains.
I like
It's easy to sleep rocked by the sound of the wheels.
Poor boy, he seems completely lost.
Well, women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him. Oh, I remember. Did you order the product I needed?
Yes, we'll be receiving it tomorrow.
Bien, it is late, and I asked Miss Gray to come tomorrow morning. I have a few questions I wish to ask her.
It's bedtime according to Hercule Poirot. So good night, guys!
Mademoiselle, I asked you here in order to answer a very important question.
I heard that she did not see anybody on the day of the murder. Accused her of lied. Accused her of being the kill. Find her.
Am I right in thinking you said that you did not speak to anyone on the day Sir Carmichael was murdered?
It's the absolute truth.
Yet, Lady Clark maintained that she saw you talking to a stranger on the front doorstep.
Really? She must have been mistaken. Oh, I remember now. I'd forgotten all about it, but it wasn't important. It was just a salesman. One of those traders who sell stockings from door to door.
Can you describe him to me?
Medium size. Glasses. Dark suit and a felt hat. Not the sort of man you notice. Completely harmless. That's why I forgot all about him.
Nothing else?
He was very hesitant and shy. Usually door-to-door salesmen are very confident. But he wasn't.
Indicate she lied about leaving Kirsten. Ask whether she resigned of her own free will. Point out that her departure is suspicious.
She did not leave Churston willingly, I believe.
I don't wish to lie. Lady Clark did not appreciate my presence. And Franklin could not go against the wishes of a sick lady. He is a good man. And he worries a great deal about his sister-in-law.
I noticed that you left some personal belongings behind at Churston.
Asked if she will collect the objects. Asked if she...
Are you planning on going back to collect them?
No. I prefer not to carry the weight of
What
the
the
past.
hell is manicomic mean?
I must ask you one last question. Please reply frankly with either yes or no. If Lady Clark had died, would you have agreed to marry Sir Carmichael if he'd ask you?
How dare you ask such a question? Sir Carmichael treated me just like his daughter. And all that I ever felt him was affection and gratitude, nothing else.
Thank you, mademoiselle. I will not keep you any longer.
I met
Mean
Thora
air
Graham,
of
says
being
her cheeks
slightly
were
dumb.
ablaze, and she appeared to be
Right,
deeply
okay.
hurt. Poirot, have you offended the poor girl again? Do you have good reasons for accusing her?
I accused her of nothing, Hastings. I simply asked her an important question she did not answer. Let us see if we can answer it for her.
Oh dear. Let's try and get the grey
Now
cells to
try
work.
and get our Brent cells to work.
Let's have a look. Would Thora have married Sir Carmichael if he had lived? Thora Grey stayed behind subtle affairs. Yes. Sir Carmichael was close to Thora. Yes. Okay, maybe not. What are the other ones beforehand? Right, let's have a look. Sir Carmichael finds Thora charming. Okay, this one's just as bad. A number of them are possibilities. Ah! There, we've got nothing to answer now. Right, Thora Grey stayed behind to settle Sir Carmichael's affairs. And that doesn't really do, because if it was if your woman had died, then she would have probably have helped stay, and then that would have... Carmichael was close to Thora Grey. Must be yes. Sir Carmichael had offered Thora a brooch. The fact that... No, done. Thora likes Franklin. Thora was all three of those bottom ones, like all those ones are possible. Okay, right, this is going to be another look up. have a look. Okay. Brooch. And charming. There we go. Thor wanted to be married and certainly would have succeeded in doing
You must know how to read between the lines, Hastings. When Sir Carmichael refers to paternal affection, he's lying to himself. Read this engraving on the brooch. A dark dragon for an angel with glossy hair. These are the words of a lover, not a father. Lady Clark was not wrong.
What if Sir Carmichael had fallen in love with his secretary? That doesn't mean that she forced him to do so.
True, there are extenuating circumstances. She is a penniless orphan. But she is calculating. Just look how she avoided it when asked if she would have married Clark.
I see. You think she seduced Sir Carmichael for her own gain, and that now she is doing the same with his brother. Poirot, your world is a very dark place.
Do not get carried away, mon ami. We have another more important matter to settle.
Really?
Yes, would you believe that Miss Grey taught me something new? Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
1 second. Okie dokie, right, let's see. Right. I think that is one of them. Here's another common point between the murders. Yeah, the seducer. I kind of want to grow a mustache and now to look like crap. I could just picture you going... No objects of value for sales in this shop. It's Arthur's personal effects, the stocking box. Yes. The fact that I kind of know what... Well, not the PS4 game, but I know what happens in this is kind of... Excel's variant. Sea Resort. Oh. Thora Gray saw a door-to-door salesman coming towards us. Really? There we go. Before each murder, the victim saw someone close to them.
It's perfectly clear, Hastings. Perfectly clear. Indeed, a stalking seller visited Andover, Bexhill and Churston on the day of each murder. We have our suspect.
I shall twiddle my moustache while I utilize my little grey cells. Okay, right, I can't even think when I was meant to look there, but okay. Telephone Jap.
Chief Inspector, we are looking for a stocking salesman.
I see you have a suspect.
Yes. Contact all the stocking wholesalers who may employ him.
Your suspect is a salesman?
No, he does not take orders. He sells door to door.
Right. The hunt is on.
Because I remember the voice of the guy who done the stocking man. It was like, right. Ooh, who is this, guys?
Are you leaving, Mr. Cust?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
You shouldn't travel today. You don't look very well.
I have to. I
Baby,
I had engagements. I must respect them.
Baby shark.
Can you get the post, Hastings?
And why don't you go and get it yourself?
Très bien. What's going on? I've never known Hastings to be so disagreeable.
Okay, go get the post. to you first, cheeky sod.
Are you collecting the post, Poirot?
Okay, keep your grunters on, like, Jimmy.
It is not the right time. Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We've a long way to go still.
You missed a try, I think.
Typery? No.
Yeah, there's
that
3 in the
comes
letter.
later. Letter T. The next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th. So long. ABC. I should compare this letter with the
You
one
love
on
it,
my
really?
desk which I received earlier to see if it does indeed come from the same person.
The eyes are the same. The eyes will be the same because looking at that letter. Can I sit down? I get a point for sitting down. Kezza, hook me up with some shampoo, please. When I scratch my head,
Let us
see
examine this
dandruff.
more closely.
What on earth? The eyes. Oh.
Certain characters in the 2 letters may have similar defects. Let us examine the characters in this word. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter. I don't see anything in particular. Let us look at another word.
Is there no in another?
Let us examine the characters in this word. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter.
I don't even see weave there either. Oh no, no. Oh, quit this puzzle. Come on.
Yes, this eye is weird.
And the A at the
Right.
end is slanting.
Let us compare this with the other letter. Yes, the eye characters in the 2
Kezza has
letters
a
do
wig for
indeed
you.
have the same defects. I have to find some other similar.
The A is slanty.
Yes, the A appears to be
What
quite
about
unusual.
you, Brian? Yeah, it's not CTR, so I can't beat you tonight.
Right. Let us
How are you,
compare this
Brian?
with- That's right. The A characters in the 2 letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar
The
defects to
full
confirm
stops
my
seem to
fears.
be. Because the full stops to me are a wee bit no. W. T. Mr. T.
Let us examine the characters in... Right.
No,
Let
because
us
he would have
compare
said
this...
that's weird, so. I'm
Let us
gonna.
examine the characters in
No.
this word. Let us examine the characters
Right, I'm
in
gonna
this
keep
word.
going through all the flaming letters until I find.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Right, so. for it. It's not even letting me press.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Okay, this is actually the apostrophe.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Because the other ones that came up is further, not farther.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
That comes corns farther. Ah. Right, this is just really confusing me, guys.
Right. Let us compare this with the other letter.
Is there anything here that looks weird? I don't think there is. Is there anything with the spelling mistake? Was there something meant to...
I don't see anything.
I'm wondering, is there something that's meant to have like an apostrophe or something that doesn't? If not, I'm going to look this up. Something that's like weird with the letters and something like similar in between the two.
Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects.
Yes, and I'm saying about the flipping quotation
Let us
marks.
examine the characters in this word.
I doubt it's going to be this one.
Right. Let us compare this with the other letter. I don't see anything in particular.
It's the letter T.
Let us look at another
I tried
word.
pressing the T, but it didn't seem to work.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
I'm tempted just to go along the whole flipping thing and see.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Hang on, I saw you doing the ER on the end
Let
of
us
that one.
examine the characters in this word.
So, hang on, why is it doing that then?
Let us
It's
examine
doing
the
the ER
characters in this
just.
word.
That's. Why would it be?
Right.
Just on the ER?
Let us compare this
Why
with
would
the
you
other letter.
stream this when I'm out? Can you please explain this? I'm sorry, like, I forgot you were out. I actually did. ER? Is there any ER? Oh, Evermore.
I don't see anything in particular. Let us look at another word.
I'm trying to see what words is there that's the exact same. I'll probably do another hourly. Right, forget this. I'm looking this up. Oh, I see it now, guys. I looked it up there.
The W is not printed properly.
The other ones I saw, but that one I didn't.
Let us compare this with the other
No,
letter.
there are. Okay, because I'm home now. Oh, I just finished it now. Casual streaming time I slept. No, I'll do another hour because then that's 2 hours.
Certain characters in the two letters may have
W,
similar
W,
defects.
W, W, got the W.
Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter.
Take letter.
Hastings, strikes tomorrow. Chief Inspector Japp?
He's on another line. Can I take a message?
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is from Hercule Poirot. Tell him ABC strikes tomorrow in Doncaster. He must call me back.
Very well, sir.
No thank you or anything?
Bien, now I'm going to see what I can find from these burnt documents. I've received the product I need. Hastings, if you do not mind, I would like you to take a few notes.
Bring me one over.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, decipher the burned notes. Where is the burnt notes? Oh. This is the burnt ones, isn't it? Oh my disc.
Someone has tried to get rid of these documents. They may be important.
Please tell me I don't need to start. I need to start. Right. Right, I don't know where I meant to put these bits of paper. Okay, now this is just... I'm sorry guys, but... Setting... Go to the hall, click on the documents line, on the closet. Oh, that's the ones that said... When I clicked on them earlier, it says this isn't the right time. Ran out loud.
So, how are you getting on? I'm ready to take notes.
Cookie. Okay, maybe I don't. Okay, obviously I don't.
Now, down to work.
I thought I had to set them down, but obviously not.
All of this needs putting in order a little.
Oh dear. Right. This may take a while. And that looks like a corner. Right, okay. Where's the top bit? No, you wouldn't be the top. With these other ones I can move around. Right. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I could put... I can do it from here. Oh, right, maybe not. Right, why can I move these ones? Like that other one, I was just able to lift it. Like, yeah, how can I do that? Right, can I move that one? No. Right. That looks like that's not for there.
This does not look too difficult.
Doesn't look difficult, you flippin' Belgian prance. Right. There. Right, okay, I've got this now. This one's done.
It's so simple.
Simple. I'm gonna. If I could throttle him, I would.
This page is finished. That's done. 3 more to go.
Oh, 3 more to go. Oh, that's fine. Right, that one's quite easy because it's gonna be this one. What? Well, that has to be the corner though. Did not put it high enough. There.
Does not look too difficult. This page is finished.
Yes.
And that's 2 done. It's easier than I thought.
How would you like to try your fucking turnip? There. Move. Thought that would have been there because it's this big long bit. Unless that's the very bottom, but.
This piece should be placed here.
You are going to be the bottom. Here. And then. Yeah, you'll be. It's you. And you. Oh. And you.
This page is finished. Only 1 more. Keep going.
Not like I have a choice, is it? Right. This one?
This page will be reconstructed in a flash.
Finally, there we go.
This page is finished.
Finished.
All the pages are reconstructed.
Oh yeah, then I need the bottle and... I can't remember what it says.
The cloth is now soaked with solvent. Got it! Make a note, Hastings, make a note. Mrs. Alice Asher, shop owner in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, prescribed laudanum.
I got it. Look. Poirot, where on earth did you find these files?
On a fire at the bottom of the garden at campsite.
All right, but where did the person who burned them find them?
Betty Barnard, waitress in Bexhill. Chronic bronchitis, causing dysphonia.
Bronchitis,
Advised to stop
bronchitis.
smoking. Alice Asher, shopkeeper in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, chronic cough with loss of blood. Prescribed laudanum-based cough medicine. Alexander Bonaparte Cust. While wounded, mustard gas and head trauma. Pulmonary emphysema. Hemoptysis. Coughing fits with blood. suffers from absences and amnesia. Dick Dudley Dunbar, owner of the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster. Asthmatic, heart disease, heart condition. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
No, not again. This is a horrible bit. Where do the burned documents come from? They're from, like, pharmacist stuff. They're medical. Mrs. Archer's name is visible in the burnt document. All victims suffer from throat affections. Oh. There we go. The documents come from Dr. Clark's patient's record.
The burned documents are medical records, and without a doubt, they come from Clark's archives. First of all, because all the patients have throat conditions. And secondly, their name starts with either A, B, C, or D, and it is precisely the files that match these letters that have been tampered with.
But why burn these files? How come the names of the 2 victims appear on them? And who are the 2 other patients?
These are very good questions.
Phone! Ring, 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 banana phone. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding, banana phone.
Hello, Poirot?
Any news, Chief Inspector?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady, who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He has the most unbelievable name.
Sir Alexander First. Not Wang Ching. Dick, I think his name was Dick.
Dick Dudley Dunbar.
You're wrong. He's called Alexander Bonaparte Cust. ABC. It's a serious lead.
Damn it!
Doncaster. A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, but after that, nobody knows where he went.
Look for him at the Black Swan Hotel.
What? How do you know he's there?
Trust me, Chief Inspector.
You appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
I did not hear a word of that, so...
Chief Inspector, I would rather call myself.
As you wish. Please go ahead.
I don't know what he said about it because I was listening in the map, but...
Hello, the Black Swan. Hercule Poirot here. May I speak to the owner?
Speaking. Dick Dudley Dunbar. How can I help you?
Is there Mr. Cust among your guests?
He arrived today. Shall I call him for you?
Ask to speak.
No, it is you I wish to speak with.
But who is this Cust?
Ask if he's heard about the investigation, so...
Have you heard about the ABC case?
Oh, yes. I must say I'm not all that reassured. What with my name starting with D and all that.
You're in danger. Beware of your guest.
Do you think that Cust might be dangerous? Oh, I do hope you're wrong. He seems so harmless, you know. Oh, yes, completely harmless.
Warn him that Cust is dangerous. Put the danger into the perspective. Cust is only a suspect.
We must not overestimate the danger. After all, we are not absolutely sure he is guilty.
What should I do?
Ask him to overpower him. Ask him to keep an eye on him.
Watch him. If he leaves the hotel, watch where he is heading. I'll call the police in Doncaster immediately. When they arrive, keep out of the way.
Oh, indeed. I shall keep out of the way. I have a bad heart, you see, and a big shot could kill me. Thank you for having warned me.
Hello, Poirot. We have some good news. The police in Doncaster have caught our man at the Black Swan Hotel. They're sending him here by train. While we're waiting to question Cust, we could search his room in
Silver.
London.
Where does he live?
The Marbury Guest House?
I'll see you there.
Yes, but start without me. First of all, I have to sort out a few details for Cust's transfer.
I understand. À bientôt.
I got a silver trophy.
Hastings, we are making good progress. Please go and search the room of our #1 suspect.
With pleasure. I did have a dentist appointment, but I'll cancel.
The dentist. So that is why you were so nervous and bad-tempered.
A visit to the dentist is never an enjoyable prospect.
But an unavoidable one. Go to your appointment, Hastings. I will manage on my own. To Marbury Guest House, please.
Right. Wasn't chasing after the lady like, but anything of neighbours I need to look at? No. Oh, there's a cat. What's up, pussycat? Wow, wow.
I've been going past this modest guest house for so long. I would never have thought that the ABC case would lead me here.
There's nothing else. Oh.
Marbury. There is a very pretty village by this name in Cheshire.
Question Mrs. Marbury. Well, let's go. I was going to say, let's walk into the traffic, but... Pearl, where are you going? Oh, yes, let's walk into the middle of the road. Is there a car going to come? Let's have a look around before I start speaking. Piano, let's have a wee tinkle on the
It's a very
ivories.
beautiful piano. Maybe Mrs. Marbury likes to play in her free time.
Just walk into the private room. Or, oh, here, I'll just... Oh, I can't go behind the counter. Damn it. I used to do piano lessons, but then I stopped because it was practice.
Looks
but I was
like I've found the real master of this house.
It was just like, I didn't like the practicing, and by the time that I'd got coursework and everything done, it was like, cat portrait. Cork on the end of a piece of string.
There is no
Cushion
need to
hairs.
worry about the household cat. I'm sure that Mrs. Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
No, because I'm not going to ask Mrs. Marbury if she wants to join me. Hello.
How
What
do
about
you
you?
do? You must be Mr. Hercule Poirot. Chief Inspector Jubb told me that you might be coming.
Tell her that she's a great help. Get annoyed seeing her peeling get annoyed with seeing her peeling potatoes.
Madame, you may be of valuable help to me.
It would be my pleasure to help you. Will there be some journalists there as well?
I think
For your
you
sake.
might even be interviewed. You are a key witness.
I've suspected him for some time, but he appeared so harmless. Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I understood. He told me he was going to Cheltenham, but my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right station. To get to Cheltenham, you have to take the train from Paddington. And what's more, Mr. Cuss left behind an ABC
See,
with
all your...
Doncaster underlined.
See, you guys over in England, this is just confusing.
When I saw that, I called Scotland Yard.
You have to be at this station to go here, you have to be at that station to go there. It's like, here you get on one train, and you get off at, like, probably one station and then another one, and then that's it, because there's no conjoining trains, but that's about it. It's not as confusing as you guys. Come into my room so I can show you my moustache twirling process. Congratulate her for her observation. Ask her if she knows about ABC.
Well done. You were right. He did go to Doncaster.
So I was right to warn the police.
Tell me, did you have any other
Cross-eyed.
reason to suspect Mr. Cust?
Well, he's odd.
Classic. Shut up.
Sometimes he coughs really loudly and complains that his throat is burning, and sometimes he talks to himself and stares into space. He told me that it was because of a wound he got in the wall. His head hasn't been quite right since, he said. And then he was in Churston when that millionaire got murdered. I found his train ticket when I washed his coat. He didn't want me to wash his shirt. He washed it himself. But I did see big brown stains on it.
Blood after it's been washed.
Where were the stains on the shirt?
On the collar and on the buttonholes.
Cut used to travel for his work. Is that correct?
Oh, it wasn't for pleasure. He was always unwell on trains. But he had to sell his stockings around England. I have to respect my engagements, he used to say.
Do you know where Cust was at the time of the murder in Andover and Bexhill? On June the 21st and July the 25th?
No, I don't know. That was a while ago, you know.
But surely you keep a register.
It won't do you much good. Mr. Cuss rents his room for the year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it. Ah, I remember one thing. Bexhill is by the sea, right?
Yeah, because it's called Bexhill, but
It
on
is a
the
large
sea.
seaside resort.
Well, as it happens, at the start of July, Mr. Cust asked me to repair his bathing dress. Suspicious, huh?
Bathing dress? Really?
Very interesting. Please continue.
I also forgot to say that he started buying newspapers that talked about the case.
Which newspapers?
The evening ones and the daily ones.
That will be all for now. I'm going to take a look at his room.
Take the key on the counter.
This woman appears to be in a good mood.
Potatoes. In fact, she's smiling. Okay, my controller's vibrating. I'm actually not doing anything.
Mrs.
Relax
Marbury is in
posture
a good
before you
mood.
think I'm going further
She's working
down.
very precisely in producing incredibly
Why does her
thin teeth.
neck look crusty? She needs some lotion on her neck. She did. She is the murderer locker. Still dizzy.
I should check the register. Mrs. Marbury may have been hiding something from me.
I don't think my register will help you. Mr. Cuss rents his room all year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury. Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe the register, you rented room 306 to a certain Mr. Fishman on the day of the Bexhill murder? Room 306 is Cust's room. Can you explain yourself?
Yes, I remember. Just for one night as a favour. Mr. Custer was away, all my other rooms were taken, and poor Mr. Fishman had nowhere to go.
You rented the same room to 2 people. Very profitable, but quite illegal.
But I didn't harm anyone. I was only helping everybody out.
She looks like my evil librarian teacher. Right, let's have a look. What is this?
Laudanum Cameron's Chemists. Laudanum, a medicine for coughs. It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher. This subject will probably be useful to me.
Hercule just likes taking drugs. It's fine. A sedative.
Diethyl barbituric acid, Johnson Company. I know this medicine. It is a powerful sedative. This subject will probably be useful to me. Trousers, white shirts. Everything has been washed very well.
Oh my, there's a pair of men's
All the main articles
knickers.
referring to the ABC case are here, from the Churston murder onwards. Nothing before that date. Most probably the bathing dress repaired by Mrs. Marbury's expert hands. The Bexhill Daily paper, dated from the day of the Bexhill murder.
Lots to leave.
ABC guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders.
Well, hopefully we don't need that.
War of 1914-1918. By the King's order, the name of Corporal A.B. Cust, Devonshire Regiment,
Double
was
check
published
the
on the London
typewriter.
Gazette on
The
May
W's not
10th,
working.
1918, as mentioned in a dispatch for gallant and distinguished service. An army dispatch, wounded on the Somme front, victim of a
Hercule,
gas
just go to
attack.
bed, please.
Corporal Cust
Please.
greatly deserves his distinction.
You'll be Kez's best friend if you just go to have a wee nap. Oh, I actually get to search
How
the bed.
awful. This place is a real mess.
No curtains. That'd be one. Right, it's starting to vibrate, so what is it? Clothes man about? Coffee coat. Still there. Oh, this.
The least we can say is that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
Ink on the table.
Did Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or was it Mrs. Marbury while she was cleaning? John Milligan, Managing Director, Silky Legs, Frederick Street, Leicester. To A.B. Cust, Marbury's Guest House, 1935, May the 21st. Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, we confirm we are you as door-to-door salesman, according to the conditions stated in our previous letters. We will send you the articles by mail and also a Redfield typewriter you will be using for every business letter. Regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. June 21, Andover. Arrive by train the 20th in the evening and get a room at Station Hotel. Start your turn in the north part of the town. This letter establishes that Cust went to Andover but the ink has hidden the destinations of his other trips. I know from Mrs. Marbury that he went to Churston. I just have to show that he went to Bexhill, and I will have proved that he was present at all the crime scenes. Cust is parsimonious. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until there is nothing left. It is clear that he did not grow up in luxury. I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it?
Ribbon? I know I've used a typewriter, but how on earth? I may have to...
The ribbon is jammed. I have to start by freeing it.
How on earth do you do that? Oh, there.
The left-hand heel has been removed.
And I need to do the right-hand one. I can take apart a computer, so
The
I
right-hand
can take
heel
apart a
has been
typewriter.
removed.
Right. So there's... No, I need... So I can take the ribbon now.
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC.
Ah, I didn't know that was her.
I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes.
Quite quadruple gear. I'm quite sorry for... Yay.
All the letters announcing the murders were written on Cust's typewriter.
There we go. The knife. The ABC guide.
It's an ABC.
And... Oh, knife.
A long-bladed knife. A murderer's weapon.
Yeah, especially
This
with
object
the
would probably
cinema
be
one.
useful to me.
I don't think there's anything else here that I needed to look at. There's nothing by the bed.
At least
that
we
I
can
needed.
say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
I don't think there's anything else in here I can look at or I need to look at. Okay, crockery and stuff, I don't know. I think that's about it.
It is not the right time.
What have I missed? Oh, hang on. Yes, I'm searching this room. Where was Cust at the time of the Bexhill murder? There we go.
The register shows that Cust did not sleep at the guest house on the day of the murder. Where was he? Bexhill. The Bexhill paper reveals it. Cust bought this newspaper in Bexhill on July the 25th.
Right. I can now leave now.
It is not the right time.
Seriously, what have I missed? There's more ABCs.
It's closed.
Yes, and then more ABCs.
ABC guys.
Yes, the same as the other box. Hang on. I've got a knife.
This knife is very useful.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it never cut anything other than string.
What's that?
Stockings.
Ah, there we go.
Stockings.
I.e. tights. Right. So...
It is not the right time.
So... I'm going to another point of... Oh, I'm going to leave. I've got everything there. There's nothing else here that I need. Alright guys, I'm probably going to call it there, so I am, because it's going to start annoying me, this one now, in this room. Because I've got everything that it asked me. Can't go any further. So there's nothing there. Oh, hang on, in the sink itself, was there one? No. Shirts.
Trousers, white shirts. Everything has been washed very well.
I'm alright, Lou. You can do it, Kezza. Games like this can be a nightmare. Yeah, I've got the two here, got everything in the wardrobe, got everything on the desk, and got everything by the bed. So, what is missing? Oh, hang on. Missed something. Blood.
This dark stain. It could be blood, but goodness knows how long it has been there.
There we go.
No use continuing
that's
the
why.
inspection of this room. I've seen all there is to see.
Got it. I got it.
Goodbye, Mrs. Marbury. Thank you for your help.
Bye.
Sorry, that's
Chief
because I
Inspector,
pissed
I was
you
about
off,
to
love,
leave.
but...
Good evening, Chief Inspector. Welcome. Please excuse me, I must go to the kitchen. I'll leave the key of Mr. Cust on the counter.
I'm sorry I'm late. I've spent ages with the Doncaster police. And you?
I have established one fact. On 3 occasions, Cust was at the scene on the day of the crime.
Okay, classic, that's a new one. She left some potatoes behind. I'm also looking at the cat thing.
There is no need to worry about the household cat. I'm sure
Oh,
that
no,
Mrs.
sorry.
Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
No, I just saw the potatoes on the counter. I don't want the cat stuff. Oh, I can't take the potatoes. Can I go and see her? I don't think I can. Knock, knock. Trick or treat. Right. Oh, no. Look at him.
I had best talk to Chap.
Look at him.
I had best talk to...
Don't want to talk to the flippin' turnip brain.
I've listened closely to what you have to say, Poirot. For me, there's no doubt Cust is guilty. Do you have any element that might prove the contrary?
That is what we're going to look for. Let us now try and get our brain cells
dear.
to work.
Not again. Was it possible for Cust to have killed the 3 victims? Here's the ABC guy at home. Hang on, what was it? go. Are there any common points between Cust and the killers? Yes, this is like the knife he used. Yes, he could have committed these crimes. Is Cust's behaviour suspicious? Keeps the papers. He suffers from. He had blood on him. No. Guilty. Yes. Right, gotta run,
The evidence
but we'll
against
have
Cust is
to see
overwhelming.
you all
His presence
soon.
at the
Have a
scene
great
is
rest of
denied,
the
the bloodstained
Bye,
shirt,
Ryan.
the ABCs in a
Chat later.
box.
C'est vrai. However, the blood Mrs. Marbury saw on Cust's shirt may have been his own. According to his medical records, he suffers from hemoptysis. The murderer cut Sir Carmichael's throat from behind, and the blood spurted outwards. You would expect the murderer's shirt to be stained on the sleeves, not on the buttonholes, yet we see quite the opposite. You would expect the murderer to keep the newspaper articles about his crimes. But Cust's collection starts in Cheston, as if it discovered the case rather late.
I agree it's troubling, but it doesn't change my mind. There's small details that we should be able to clear up by questioning Cust.
When can you talk to him?
Doncaster is sending him to us on the first train.
Are they questioning him already?
He says he can't remember a thing.
It's plausible. Doctors say he suffers from absences and amnesia. Mrs. Marbury has confirmed this.
He may have done the murders in an altered state.
A familiar situation.
It's not enough to clear his name. Dr. Thompson insisted that even if you don't know what you're doing, you never commit a murder without wanting to.
Très intéressant. I shall remember that.
Right. I'll go and examine the suspect's room.
Chief Inspector, I took the liberty of removing a few clues to examinatum.
All right, we'll discuss them tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to see if you've missed something.
Go to Scotland Yard.
To Scotland Yard, please.
Scotland Yard, please. Another trophy.
I am not going to leave before having finished questioning him. This man is not in good shape.
Hunting.
He is worried and very tired, and other police have been hard on him.
That one.
What do you want from me?
Ask if he knows who's speaking to him.
Good day, Mr. Cust. I am Hercule Poirot.
Ah, you're the detective.
Talk about the letters. Ask him why he sent the letters.
Yes, I am the person you have been sending the letters to.
I didn't write these letters. I've already said so.
Acknowledge his innocence. Get him to admit that he has forgotten.
Maybe you forgot that you wrote these letters.
Yes, it's true. Sometimes I forget. Maybe I did type them.
Ask if he's capable of killing. Accuse him of being a killer. Admit that you do not believe he is a murderer.
I do not believe that you are capable of murder, Mr. Cust.
I hope not.
Insist on the fact that he enjoyed the war. Get him to talk about the army.
You suffered during the war.
It's true. I was wounded. I suffered. But the army was the only place I didn't feel inferior. No questions. Just orders to follow.
But ever since you were wounded, you have absences, bouts of amnesia.
And headaches.
Professor Clark treated you.
Yes, a few years ago he really helped me with my burned throat.
Accuse the Dr. Clark murder. Accuse him of 3 murders. Get him to believe that he is innocent. Because I know what the answer is, but I don't know what to put it down as.
But you killed him, as well as 2 other people.
That's what they all say.
Ask him if he acknowledges going to 3 towns. Say that witnesses have saw him 3 times.
Do you deny being at the scene of the crimes?
So? There was no harm in being there. It was only for my work.
You were seen at all the crime scenes.
Yes, I was. I travel a lot. But not for pleasure. I am terribly unwell in trains. But I had to respect my engagements. My employer gave me very precise written instructions about the towns I had to visit.
Let's see. The company you claim to work for, Silky Legs, has never heard of you. And as for these letters they sent you, they were written on your own typewriter.
The company sent me the typewriter when I started working for them.
Yes, but the letters were received afterwards.
So it would appear that you typed them before sending them to yourself.
It proves that you wrote them.
I may have. Good God! I don't know what's happening to me. My head hurts terribly.
Oh, another flippin' trophy!
He is prey to a terrible anxiety. Is it remorse? Or simply the pressure of the questioning and the train journey? He is in no state to... I am not going to leave before having...
So, what do I do then? What the hell do I do then? Here, you can have a hug. Oh, hang on, it's one of these, I think it's his medicines. Turning the heating on off the poor man. Here, you can have a sedative here. Enjoy. Oh, right. Oh no, it's his anxiety, I think.
It will help you.
Oh, I think I'll be fine.
Let us see, Cust. Look at me. You know very well that you committed these murders?
Yes, I know.
But I'm not wrong in saying that you do not know why you committed them.
No, I don't.
And what conclusions have you drawn?
Plenty. It might help us to understand him a little better. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
I don't like this point. What do we know about Cuss' health? Oh, hang on, what one was it? He suffers from absences. There we go. Cuss is mentally and physically weak and not really the profile of our killer. Are there clues that support Cuss' guilt in Churston's murder? I'm trying to think of the Churston one. You would expect the murderer's shirt to be stained on the sleeves, not the buttonholes, yet we see quite the opposite. Any clues that do not support Cuss' guilt? This is going to be a harder one. Right, clues that do not support Cuss' guilt. He says he didn't write the letters. He had blood on them. You'd expect. Well, he wouldn't recognise Poirot because he's never met him, so that one's completely out. You know who you need. No reason to kill them. That one. Oh, forget it. I'm just going along all these because this is going to take much. I should really look this one up. Because clues that do not support Cuss' guilt. What's that? There! He says he didn't write the letters, but he had the newspaper. There are several details which show that Cuss is not guilty. Can we say without a shadow of a doubt that Cuss is guilty? He had blood on him, and he had no reason to kill them. Okay, maybe not. He had blood on them, and he says he didn't write the letters.
I don't see any clearer than before. This is worse.
There is one point to highlight. C'est curieux. Cuss admits that he killed, but he does not know why. What did Dr. Thompson say? Even if Cuss killed while in an altered state, it still must have been his deepest desire. He must have had a motive.
Let's keep it simple. Never mind his motive. He confessed.
But you see, he can confess to anything and everything. He denied the murders and then confessed to them. He confirmed that he never typed the letters. Then, with great ease, I managed to get him to say quite the opposite.
Come on, he behaved like a guilty man. He lied to his landlady.
Because deep down he believes himself guilty. From the papers, he noticed that he had always been at the scene of the crimes. He must think that he killed and then simply forgot what he had done.
How can you be so sure?
Let us look at his psychological profile. You will understand my point of view. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
I was going to save it at this point. Right, I'll finish this questions. What? Is Cuss clever? he wasn't for pleasure. Okay, this one's only like one person along there. Mediocre. Self-confident. Because they are gross. Can you solve the case of loyalty? Oh. Easy to influence. Seducer. Mediums. Without any charm. Likes trains. No, he's sick on them. I like trains. Cold. Generous. Miserly.
You see? Cuss character is quite the opposite of the murderess.
But if he's a madman, can we really talk about his character?
You know very well that our murderer does not behave like a psychopath. Apart from the signature, there is no ritual or repetition in the choice of victims.
Very well, you're right as always. So we have no confession, no culprit, no suspects, nothing. And all that after 2 months of inquiry? What should I do?
Have faith. Just give me 24 hours.
Right, I will save it here. How on earth do I save it again? I need to see. How is it I save? Oh, hang on, the wee moustache came up, didn't it? I think. So that's an automatic save, if I remember rightly. Go home. But I think it did. I think it came up. Okay, guys. I think we are going to end it there. So, let me have a look. 1 second. Hang on, I'm just double checking that that did actually save. Next time stream when I'm around you. I forgot you were out, okay? Right, that has definitely saved. I would do raid, but considering there's 3 people here, there's not much point. So, I'll leave the raid for tonight. Right, guys, so this is a Kezza stream. Oh, progress 92%. Ooh, so I might finish it on the next one. Radio, guys. So thank you very much for joining, and I will see you again soon. Bye, guys. Please stop.